Welcome back to History and Freemasonry, where ancient symbols reveal timeless truths. The Anti-Masonic Party, America's war on the craft. There was a time when America was ruled by secrecy, when presidents, generals, and lawmakers gathered not in Congress, but in the Masonic Lodge. To some, it was a brotherhood of enlightenment and virtue. To others, a hidden order guiding the republic from the shadows. Then, in 1826, a man named William Morgan vanished, and the nation erupted. From his disappearance was born the Anti-Masonic Party, America's first great crusade against the craft. In the early 1800s, Freemasonry stood as one of the most powerful social forces in America. Presidents, judges, and merchants met beneath the square and compasses. The craft was more than a fraternity. It was a moral system, a network, a spiritual brotherhood built on ancient principles of truth, charity, and enlightenment. From the nation's founding, Freemasons had guided the Republic. Men like George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and Paul Revere wove Masonic ideals of liberty, equality, and brotherly love into the very fabric of the new nation. As historian Stephen C. Bullock wrote in Revolutionary Brotherhood, Masonry offered a vision of a moral republic, a society bound not by blood, but by virtue. But by 1826, suspicion had begun to brew. In Batavia, New York, stonemason William Morgan threatened to publish the secret rituals in a book titled Illustrations of Masonry. Before it reached the press, Morgan vanished, kidnapped, some said, by Masons themselves. His body was never found. The Morgan affair unleashed a wave of fear. Preachers thundered against secret oaths. Newspapers warned of a state within a state. Freemasonry, once praised as the moral backbone of the Republic, was suddenly seen as a secret tyranny behind its symbols. Outrage soon became organization. By 1828, anti-Masonic committees formed across New York and New England. Historian William Preston Vaughn, in the Anti-Masonic Party in the United States, calls it the first true third party in American history, built not on economics or class, but on moral outrage. The anti-Masons believed secret societies undermined democracy. They argued that a man bound by secret oaths could not also swear full loyalty to the Constitution. To them, Masons placed their brothers above the law. In 1831, the movement made history by holding America's first national political convention, nominating William Wirt, a former U.S. Attorney General, and, ironically, a former Mason. They drafted the nation's first formal party platform. As Paul Goodman explained in Towards a Christian Republic, the anti-Masonic cause was driven by a revivalist spirit, a mission to purify the republic of hidden powers and replace secrecy with Christian virtue. For a time, the storm nearly destroyed American Masonry. As Bullock records, lodges went dark, membership collapsed, and in some states, Freemasonry was even outlawed. Anti-Masonic papers published the names of known Masons as if they were criminals. Even John Quincy Adams joined the crusade, publishing letters on the Masonic institution in 1847, calling the lodge a distinct and independent power hostile to the laws of Christ. Yet inside the craft, brothers saw this persecution differently, as a trial by fire, a test of fidelity to their obligations and moral truth. Masonry teaches that every builder must face the tools of judgment, the plumb, the level, and the square. To the faithful, the anti-Masonic crusade became a living allegory, society testing whether the craft itself could stand upright before the world. By 1836, the Anti-Masonic Party dissolved, absorbed into the Whigs. Its energy was gone, but its influence endured. As Vaughn noted, it gave America the National Convention, the written platform, and the idea that morality could be a political issue. Meanwhile, Freemasonry quietly rebuilt. It emerged stronger, more charitable, more philosophical. A fraternity dedicated not to secrecy for power, but to symbolic truth and enlightenment. Today, historians like Richard Hofstadter see anti-Masonry as a mirror of the American psyche, a nation forever balancing freedom with the fear of hidden power. And as Bullock concluded, though the stones of the temple were scattered, the light of Masonry endured. The story of the Anti-Masonic Party is not just the story of politics. It is the story of a nation wrestling with secrecy, morality, and power. And in that struggle, between suspicion and brotherhood, lies one of the most revealing chapters in the shared history of Freemasonry in America itself. If you find Masonic history enlightening, please like, share, and subscribe, and continue your journey in the light of the great architect of the universe. Thank you.